Come take a look.
Okay.
Oh, hey there, Chaska. Did Elder Alpa send you?
Yeah, she's got other things on her plate right now. How are things looking here?
Well, the inspection revealed numerous blockages all over the trial arena. It looks like they're the result of ley line disorders caused by a repeat abyss invasion. Theoretically, we just need to clear those obstacles, and the arena will fill up with gaseous phlogiston again. But that's proving difficult to achieve in practice. For all sorts of reasons, why don't you head on down and check things out for yourself? Feel free to ask the staff for more detail.
I think it should be possible to clear this spout with just a few, but there are signs of strange life in...
Stabilize!
Monsters!
Take me up! Open fire! Locked on!
I thought I was done for. Oh, this spout should be good now. Thank you very much.
This is crazy. I bet all... Maybe Inkanak was right after all. If a stable structure is formed inside the solid phlogiston, I'll need to... But how am I supposed to...
Gather!
Oh, are you here to help? So the blockage here has to be cleared using a special bomb, but carrying if I dropped it or slipped and fell, I'd be blown to bits in an instant. So, my plan, all I need now is for someone else to strike the balloon at the right moment, dropping the payload right on top of the spout. What do you think? Simple enough, right? Huh? Oh, that one. No, I've got no idea who that belongs to. Or how they got it up so... I just wish I could fly up there and check out what kind of tech they're using. Ah, well. I'll head over and set up now. All right! Get ready!
Yeah!
Let's fly.
How strange. Why is there some...
Well, could be from the Children of Echoes. Maybe it got swept up here due to...
I can't think of a way to resolve this. Short of going...
The gaseous phlogiston is being replenished. Looks like all the spouts have been unblocked.
Okay.
Wow, you took care of everything in no time at all. Incredible. Now we just have to wait until the gaseous phlogiston is fully replenished.
Actually, Inkanak, I'd like to do a test flight first, just to make sure we're not missing.
Huh? But you only just finished getting the arena.
All the more reason to have me test it out.
I guess you're right. With your flying skills, you won't be in.
The conditions in this area seem a little unstable, but a test.
All right, I'll get things set up for you. Just. Are you ready? This should. All right, then.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was amazing. Paimon couldn't take her eyes.
No, nothing major.
Help! Help me! You're from the Flower Feather Clan, right? Please.
Catch your breath first.
We were... My friends are still stranded in the middle of the road with the goods we were...
Huh? Are cuckoo-saurs really that aggressive? Do they usually attack groups of people unprovoked?
Not in my experience, but there are.
Ouch! I've never seen such an aggressive cuckoo-saur.
Tasca? Travel?
Elder Alba? Huh.
Already flew away. Looks like it backed off once it
So why do you think it attacked these people in the first?
No. These merchants...
Ah! Thank goodness! The phlogiston wings are intact!
Phlogiston wings.
Thank you so much for coming to our rescue. These...
Wait a minute. Are you the merchants that were looking to collaborate with us?
Yeah, that's us.
I am. You must be exhausted from your journey. Not to mention shaking up from the attack. Let me bring...
But Elder Alba, what about the Kukasaur attack?
Well, our guests here weren't seriously injured, and they're good. There are so many of them around here. You'd expect something like this every once in a while. I don't think we need to pursue it any further. More importantly, how are—
Huh? Did you say flying trials?
Oh, really?
Well then, let's forget all about this Kukasaur attack.
So that's it? That all went smoother than expected. Well, guess we'd better get going. Huh?
A blood-stained feather.
The Flower Feather Clan should be about ready to hold the new flying trials by now. Let's go check it out.
Ah, Traveler in Paimon.
Yep, and it looks like we made it just in time. Although...
Yeah, you'll see why soon.
All right, get ready. 3, 2, 1, fly!
Whoa! We're really flying! I feel light as a feather.
These phlogiston wings are up.
What the? Paimon can barely believe her eyes. How did they fly all...
The merchants we ran into that day were selling a product called it's a flying machine worn on the back. To operate it, you just use a handheld trackball that controls the flow of gaseous phlogiston.
That's incredible.
Yeah. If our tribe, well, if Natlan mass adopted this technology, just think of the countless tragedies that could be averted.
I feel like I'm dreaming. You'd better believe it. Plus, you just passed the flying...
Elder Alpa?
Should this really count as a
Why not? The scoring rubric is about flying performance. It doesn't specifically say...
Yeah, maybe, but... I mean, even Chaska had to ride a Kukasaur in a trial, right? And the whole...
Well, if we can fly by ourselves, maybe we don't need to test the ladder.
Chaska, Traveler, what are your thoughts on this new invention?
Right? That's what I think too.
I agree that they have strategic value. But I don't think it makes any sense to evaluate candidates by the current testing standards if they're using phlogiston wings.
Solo or kya Ramsa?
Why? Shunan finally mustered the courage to go through with this. And now you're saying it doesn't count?
Complete. Can complete.
I don't have any experience using these wings in battle. Nor is it immediately obvious how to incorporate them into the existing... Taking a longer-term perspective, I think we need to start by getting thoroughly acquainted with how these things work. Then we can develop a new trial format with new assessment criteria, tailored to candidates using the phlogiston wings.
You all raise valid points. But Chaska, while your proposal we lost so many people in that war. These phlogiston wings could be and as for real-world battle experience, there will be plenty of opportunities to gain that. I have...
Huh? Hey, stop staring into space! Say thank you! Oh, thank you.
रात को बारिश ओह यहाँ पे तो नहीं है ठंडी है लेकिन थोड़ा
Remember, the way you got your wings back was by relying on yourself.
बढ़िया भाई क्या ही चल रहा है तुम्हारे साथ?
Oh, Elder Alba! Bad news! Kukasaurs are attacking the merchants again!
Again? Okay.
Huh? Why did Chaska rush off like that? And then Elder Alpha and the others too? Anyway, let's go see what this is all about.
Oh, it's back!
It found us again! Run!
Curses. She's really riled up this time. Hey, stop running! We'll never outrun a creature with wings!
Stop! All of you!
Chaska! Oh, wonderful! Quick, get rid of that thing! What's going on?
So it really is you. Sister.
Wait, sister?
Koya, wait!
Is Chaska gonna be okay? Should we go check on her? Chaska?
I'm fine. Sorry for making you worry. No point. She's an expert at hiding her trap. At least, I always used to lose to her at hide-and-seek when we were kids. Well, yeah. You know I was raised by Kukasaurs. Anyway, she and I grew up in the nest. We played together all the time, chasing each other through treetops or mountaintops. It felt like it would go on that way forever. Not all Kukasaurs are friendly towards people. Koya, for instance, she's fine with... When Mom decided to send me away, Koya strongly protested, and after I left, she became more and more reluctant to interact with humans.
Maybe she thinks that humans stole you away from her.
It's a possibility, but in any case, we still stayed best friends at first. I had a hard time adjusting to life in the tribe. So whenever something went wrong, I'd run off into the wild and vent to Koya.
Ah, so that's what Uncle Cusco was talking about. He said you seemed to
Yeah, I did. But then, gradually, everything changed. I started getting curious about these humans. I made an effort to understand their behavior. The more time I spent with them, the less I spent with... And then, one day, it was Koya's turn to leave the nest. As far as I can remember, that was the first time she ever approached a human settlement.
So, how did...
Well, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you if I'd said yes. No, I was torn. On the one hand, I'd already made up my mind to embrace my new family and accept my human identity. But I also knew that Koya wasn't a fan of humans, and I didn't want to disappoint her. She saw it as a personal betrayal, threw a huge fit, and then flew off. Not for a lack of trying, though. I tried asking Mom where Koya's new nest was so I could talk things out with her. But Koya had already asked Mom not to tell me where she'd moved to. It must be hard for Mom, being stuck between her two daughters. So I didn't press the issue. And I didn't... If things carry on like this, I need to make sure I find her before anyone else. For now, let's bring the wounded back to the tribe. And see what Mutota and Elder Alba...
10 points for agility. You really are.
So, I hear there's been an...
Ha! I knew it! They're wild animals, and they can't...
Hey, show a little respect.
Maybe in the flying squad, but they don't give a hoot about the rest of...
Well, now that we have the phlogiston wings...
Are you kidding? How are we supposed to protect our tribe without them?
Huh? Protect our tribe? Or are you just scared that your precious flying squad will lose its prestigious position?
You take that back!
Things are changing so quickly.
Chaska, there's a conflict emerging there.
The whole tribe's talking about this now. Breaking up a single fight won't solve anything. The real—
On any other day, people would just brush this attack aside. After all, clashes between wild Kukasaurs and humans—
But now that the phlogisting wings have entered the equation, it's sparked a debate over whether our tribe needs the Kukasaurs at all.
I worry that we risk repeating the mistakes of the Cinder City. Back then, Lord Ochkon's hatred of the Saurians nearly destroyed the peace forged by the Pyro Archon. Chaska, to prevent things from deteriorating further, I'd like to task you with restoring peace to the tribe.
I will.
Traveler, you've already done so much for Natlan, and the Flower Feather clan has no right to ask more of you.
Thank you.
And don't forget about Paimon!
This whole situation has unfolded so quickly that it's put us on a back foot.
You think someone might have orchestrated all this?
It's possible. Also, Chaska, could you try to keep a low profile while you're out there digging around? We don't want to give our hand away.
I'll do my best.
Okay, so where should we start?
This all began with Koya's attacks. If we can find out what led her to do it, that should give us something to work with. Unlikely, given how she reacted when I showed up. If you want to resolve a conflict through dialogue, sometimes you need a third-party facilitator.
Points for agility.
All right.
Wow, so this is where you used to live as a child?
Mm-hmm. When I was little, we used to do this thing where I'd jump from the top of this tree, and Koya would fly over from the platform and catch me in midair. Or sometimes we'd both fly from the treetop together, and then after some aerial maneuvering, she'd throw me up onto that platform. After we got a bit older, we went to the nearby shores looking for even greater—
Stop! You're gonna get
Oh, really? I just thought it made a fun story. Then I'll share more with you when there's time. Hey, Mama Bird. I'm back. My last visit was only a week ago, wasn't it? See? I visit you more than I visit Papa Cusco. I brought a couple of friends with me. These are the Traveler and Paimon. Traveler, Paimon. This is my mom. Her name is Chimpu. In the human tongue, anyway.
Hi.
No, not really. I don't speak it as such, but I can sort of get the gist. Although only with Mom and Koya, since I spent my formative years with them. Even then, it's basically a best guess based on their sounds, body language, and expressions. Seems to work about 9 times out of 10. And as for whether Mom understands me, I can't always tell. But somehow we still manage to communicate. Call it the family bond, I guess. Don't worry. I'm doing well, but I think Koya might be in some trouble. I know she's never been a fan of humans, but she's never deliberately attacked them before either. What's behind this sudden change?
Does, Auntie Chimpu know anything?
Doesn't look like it. Koya, then could you please tell me where she's living nowadays? I really need to— If this animosity between her and the tribe continues, then the next time— She said she'll take us there. Thank you, Mom.
is a really remote location. Guess she was trying to...
We stay here? Okay, Traveler. Paimon. Mom says we should... Koya is very hostile toward humans right now. So if we show up on a...
Any idea what they're saying?
Sounds like there's evidence in this area suggesting that Koya might have been the victim of a human attack. No! It's Chime, Koya's child. The attackers kidnapped. They came over the sea.
What the heck? Who...
I searched day and night and finally found them.
Oh, yeah! T'Pol's contraption is working like a charm. Got her in one!
Hey, there's another one! Wait, is that the one that got away last time?
Who cares? Just get them all. T'Pol pays us per catch. Joska? How do you get here? Quick, stop her!
Don't you even think about running away!
अच्छा सर मैं संडे आया हाँ हाँ मैंने सुना तो संडे कैरेक्टर का नाम है
Closer, or I'll... Go, Phlogiston Wings! Take me out of here!
Uh-oh, looks like it malfunctioned.
This is bad. Mom and Koya are already injured.
Help! Elemental energy suppresses it! Please, someone!
Get back!
It's still going.
Guess we need a more permanent solution.
That was too close. I thought I was...
Answer us honestly. Were you the ones who attacked Koya before?
I am...
Well, she says it was you. Just tell me, who sent you?
It was T'Pol. He told us to catch all the wild Kukasaurs we can find. And he also said that this Kukasaur...
T'Pol? Huh. So...
What? He pretty much never communicates with us in person. When he does, he wears a mask to hide his face. And whenever we trade Kukasaurs for Phlogiston Wings, we deal with his henchmen.
So you didn't even make those...
All we did was slap some labels on them and transport them over here, to make them look like they're important.
To make it harder to trace their origins. Well, that's mighty convenient, huh? What about if I held a gun to your head? Would that change your answer?
No need. T'Pol doesn't tell us much, but he always stresses that he wants them alive. This is just a best guess, of course, but we suspect that the gaseous...
What?
Easy now. You're still injured. Hey, keep talking.
Yes, ma'am. So, the gaseous phlogiston has to be highly but the Kukasaurs have a natural ability to process gaseous phlogiston.
That's enough. So the Kukasaurs you took...
T'Pol should have them. But no one knows where he's based. Apart from him, we've tried looking for it ourselves, even followed them a few times. But we always end up losing track of them.
Random thought. Maybe they're hiding up in the sky?
T'Pol. T'Pol. I'm sure I've heard that name. Maybe it was...
Jaska, Traveler!
That voice! It's Alpha!
Elder Alba? What brings you all the way out here?
Well, I was patrolling nearby when I heard the sound of an I don't believe it.
Elder Alba, does the name T'Pol ring a bell to you? I feel like I've seen...
Huh? So he's a...
No. If he was a member of the Flower Feather Clan, I'd...
Now that you mention it, I do remember a young man from... You were away on a mission at the time. He was a craftsman from the Children of Echoes, but he'd always dreamed of soaring the skies.
The Children of Echoes?
But despite his best efforts, he unfortunately failed to pass the trial and gain the Kukusor. In the end, he went wingless and returned dejected to the children.
Wingless, huh? Maybe he invented...
Perhaps. Or maybe it's simply his way of dealing with his regrets over his past...
Either way, it doesn't excuse his abuse of the Kukusors. I'm gonna take these guys back and expose the truth to the tribe.
Easy, Chaska. Remember, the ringleader still hasn't shown himself, and this man's allegation about powering the phlogiston wings with bringing these men to the tribe now won't win over any current supporters of the phlogiston wings. After all, many are mistrustful of the Kukusors.
Is that why T'Pol waited until now to try to capture...
I don't know. I mean, he did tell us to spread...
But Koya only attacked humans because...
Nevertheless, we will be hard-pressed to change people's minds while emotions are running high. Unless we have Bravo! My thoughts exactly. In the meantime, I'll take the other members of their crew into custody too. They won't get...
Fair enough. I guess finding T'Pol is gonna be the key to resolving... Sorry, whatever it is, it'll have to wait till this is all blown over. I have to fix this situation. Mom, sis, rest up and get well soon. I gotta fly.
Okay.
So Alpa says that T'Pol's from the Children of Echoes. But how do we track him down?
Let's start by talking to someone we know. It'll be faster that way. Wakey, wakey, Shilonen!
Oh, it's you. Okay, give me a second. I'll come down.
I climb trees to fly further and see farther.
Well, we're not all like you. Always full of energy, even after flying around all day. Yeah. So,
I'm sorry, Shilonen, but it couldn't wait. Does the name...
Huh. T'Pol. Yeah, that ring... Nope, I'm afraid you're a few years too late. Why are you... Huh, phlogiston wings. Wow, okay.
Pulls it off? You mean he's tried?
Yeah, he started trying to build a flying machine right after he got...
So right after he went wingless, then. Was this...
You mean your gun that's harder to tame than the proudest Kukusor? No, he wanted to build something that allows anyone to fly freely, but he never got very far back then, though. Blew up his workshop a few times and barely made it out alive. His parents traveled a lot in their youth and only returned to the tribe after he was born. But they settled in a remote area, which means most people in the tribe don't know them very well. I'll go get Puma. Wait for me in front of the workshop. I'm back. Allow me to introduce T'Pol's mother, Puma.
Hello, we're...
Oh, save the pleasantries. I don't want to spend any...
Huh?
I disowned him long ago. All he cared about was his pipe dream of reaching the sky. And then when he left us, he spouted some nonsense about building a workshop in the sky He left his notebook behind. Whatever. He's no son of mine. He never called me Mom anyhow.
Wow, they've really fallen out.
Her husband, T'Pol's father, he passed away recently. If you ask me, that was probably the final straw. I'll go keep her company. If there's anything else you need, just come and find me.
Thank you.
Okay, so this notebook is the only lead we got now, right? What's it?
Some early designs for the phlogiston wings, and some theorizing about an airborne Ochkanatlan, the Cinder City. Looks like...
So, was he serious about the workshop in the sky? But that's such a big project for one person. Do we think he actually pulled it off? Oh, yes. The one from the trial arena that was super high up!
That balloon has been there for a while, and everyone's been wondering how it got up there, but what if it started off even higher up, above the clouds and out of view? And it only descended to its current height due to some kind of malfunction.
Part of T'Pol's workshop?
Seems likely. If T'Pol's base had been hiding above the clouds this whole time, that would definitely explain.
I totally called it! But...
By myself? Possibly. I doubt even phlogiston wings could take you up that high. At least, not without that relic T'Pol meant.
Yeah, and he's probably holding on to it. We'll have to find an... Nope. That's way beyond Paimon's altitude. Also, would you really...
Let's not worry. Just because we can't think of a solution doesn't mean no one else can. I'm not the only flying expert in my tribe, you know.
Oh, good point. We should go ask...
And Mutoda. He was quite the flying ace back in the day, too. Let's head...
Points for agility.
Chaska, you're finally back. Things are getting really tense in the tribe. Have you made it?
Some people even think we arrested the merchants just to support the flying squad and crack down on the phlogiston wings.
We found some promising leads, but there's a major obstacle standing between us and the irrefutable evidence.
A relic from the Cinder City? So
An airborne workshop and a hot air balloon above the trial arena. Neither phlogiston wings nor a Kukusaur can take you that high up. Do you really think that...
You know...
Really?
Do you still remember those spouts in the arena? When they were all blocked, the gaseous phlogiston was trapped and unable to flow. But now, it's flowing freely.
You mean... all of them except the one at the very top of the arena?
Precisely. With all the gaseous phlogiston flowing through one spout, it would create a high-pressure wind...
And then we just ride it up in...
Yes. It has its risks, but with Chaska's abilities...
It's an extremely risky approach.
If you want to give it a try, check with Inkanak at the trial grounds. She can... Chaska, if anyone has a...
Isn't bad-mouthing the Kukusaurs? Are you running away?
Yeah.
Goodness me, that is...
Maybe so, but we have to act fast.
From a technical perspective, I'd have to advise taking some measurements, and then we'll have to take the rough and ready approach. See the solid... Our prior inspections revealed that some kind of stable structure has formed inside, making it hot. It's not without its weak points, but unless they're all struck at the same time, the structural...
So, what happens if we do
It'll collapse.
Okay, I see where you're going.
Yeah, you got it. As long as you hit all the weak spots at once from the right angle.
You're right about rough and ready. Sounds like my...
Gather!
Okay. Okay.
Stabilize!
Take me up! Locked on! Open fire!
Look! There's a chunk of solid phlogiston right over that spout!
Rain outlines your fate.
It actually worked! But wait...
Koya can give you a lift. She's actually been following it.
Wow! Paimon didn't notice at all!
Well, probably because she didn't want to get too close to humans.
Whoa! You didn't even have to...
Yes. All right. Let's go have a little talk.
Paimon's never flown that fast.
Aha. Just as I thought. It might look like a regular hot air balloon from the outside, and sure enough, it only descended below the cloud line because the custom-built machinery malfunctioned. I should be able to figure it out with DePaul's notebook. Thankfully, I know a little DIY. That should just about do it. Now,
Me? Huh? Where... Here it is! The workshop in the sky! Oh, you gotta see it to believe it. Makes you wonder why T'Pol even bothers with phlogiston wings when he has tech...
well, according to the notebook, the platform beneath us runs on components from the Cinder City. Also, I have some doubts about its mobility after seeing how it moved just now. For someone like T'Pol who dreams of flying freely, this definitely doesn't cut it.
But if he's got that relic, he should be able to make a set of prototype wings for himself. Why bother making a whole flying workshop so he can mass produce them? But this doesn't add up. If he's already achieved the power of...
With any luck, we'll find...
Cuckoosaurs! Seems like the merchants were right. T'Pol's using them for his own ends. Why won't it fly away like the others?
She's still breathing, but By the looks of it, DePaul was using these Once a Kukasaur is drained of phlogiston, it becomes too weak to move. Let me see. Looks like a record, log number 330. With the support of...
I was finally able to launch the airborne, even though it relies on the relic for 80% of its power supply. Log number 348. Research on the relic is progressing well. I should be able to replicate the technology and scale up production. Has proposed a name for this groundbreaking invention, the phlogiston wings. I think I'm getting close. Soon, I will... Log number 377. Encountered some issues with the new, smaller model phlogiston wings. The gaseous phlogiston showed some volatility during... Thinks we should proceed at a more cautious pace with the refinement experiments. But after... Log number 114. Ran an experiment using Kukasaurs to refine gaseous... Log number 117. I've started recruiting merchants in... Log number 121. Major breakthrough in the...
Huh? So many parts have been crossed out!
Yeah, probably the contact he alluded to in his other notebook.
Did anyone else notice how the numbering system in this notebook suddenly changed halfway through?
We haven't got time for textual analysis, I'm afraid. Grab the note... Huh. Never seen one of these before. Looks like this was built with the Cinder City components, too.
You're not thinking of giving it a nice hard kick, are you?
Let's fly.
Whoa! What's that mechanism doing?
It's asking for a nice hard kick where it hurts. Aim for the weak spot. Locked on! It's T'Pol's henchman. He must have brought them here using the relic in his prototype wings. Watch out! Bullseye! Open fire! Open fire!
Log number 403. Introduced me to some new comrades. I told them that some Saurians are blessed with wings, and some people with natural gifts, while the less fortunate among us can only look on longingly as they seize the skies. But I also told them that progress can erase individual differences. Think of the tools humanity has made to fight back against wild... I promised them that our research will be the new frontier of human progress. With our phlogiston wings, the power of flight will no longer be for a select few to enjoy. Imagine a world where the skies are for all to share. I only hope that when we finally achieve this goal, we'll be proud of me.
Imagine a world where the skies are for all to share. If only it were possible. We could respond fast. But DePaul, what about the Saurians you're draining dry of You're not sharing the sky? Bad move. I won't let you get away with it. I'm fine. Let's keep moving. I can't believe he captured so many Kukasaurs. But right now, we have to focus on solving this problem at the source. Looks like we've reached the center of the workshop.
And still no sign of Koya's baby.
Let's search this area for now. If we still can't find Chime, we'll double back.
Chaska, Traveler, come quick!
What is it? Did you find Chime?
Not yet, but look! It's another one of T'Pol's notebooks!
All right.
Log number 428. We decided to restart the experiments on phlogiston refinement, but without telling. This is the final obstacle to the success. Log number 436. Earlier today, suggested anyway, as long as our secret experiment succeeds. Log number 443. We will conduct the experiment tomorrow. Log number 444.
Huh? Why is...
I guess whoever wrote down the log number was prevented from recording the results.
Log number 0. We lost many comrades in the accident. Among them are friends, but we cannot stop. As of today, we are scrapping the artificial refinement method. Instead, we will focus all our efforts on phlogiston extraction. They are arrogant beasts whose existence in the wild serves no one but themselves. To facilitate our operations, we will gradually move the airborne workshop closer to the Flower Feather clan, even as we continue to expand it. All this we do to create a world where the skies, all this we do to make T'Pol's dream a reality.
Given the way this is written, not to mention the fact that the numbering has started over from 0, it kinda sounds like this is someone new. Does that mean that T'Pol's already...
There's also a letter tucked in the end of the notebook.
T'Pol, I don't know where you are right now, so I don't know how to reach you. Your father is gravely ill. Oh, I know we've had our differences in the past. I know you never liked him and cared even less for me. All you ever yearned for. But we'll still be waiting here for you if you do come back. This may be the last...
So Puma's not T'Pol's real mom? Huh. Well, she did say he never...
We know that T'Pol's father passed away quite recently, and this letter looks recent. By contrast, it looks like the real reason T'Pol didn't attend his father's funeral is because he'd long since passed away himself. If we ask ourselves why this letter was sent to the Flower Feather clan, why T'Pol always yearned for the sky, it all points to one answer.
That's right. T'Pol was my child. He was born during my days as a wingless wanderer. His birth gave me new hope. I wanted to become the kind of mother who spent her days as a valiant rider, soaring the skies. Not an aimless, wingless nobody. But his father wanted to settle down, to give his child a safe, sheltered life in his tribe. We fought about it constantly, until the love we once had for each other was gone. He started a new family, with another traveler who was also looking to return home. And I had no idea that despite being raised among the children of echoes, can you imagine, Chaska? The joy and surprise, or how proud I was when he said he wanted to prove his own worth. And then the anguish that overcame me when he was rejected by the Kukasaurs and became winged.
You've got a lot of nerve showing your...
Don't take this the wrong way, Chaska. I trust you've learned of T'Pol's wish on your way here. A world where the skies are for all. If only his dream can be realized, no one will ever have to lose their wings again. Our aerial prowess will be greater than ever before. War will never again come at such a great cost. The loss of Koichi is a tragedy that need never be repeated. So tell me, Chaska.
Nothing you've said excuses all the conflict you've caused.
You mean the argument back at the tribe? It was Is a mother harming her children when she coaxes them into swallowing a bitter pill? Of course not. It is a brief moment of suffering. The phlogiston wings are that bitter pill. We will never progress as a tribe if we cling to the scraps the Kukasaurs off. Once the people have embraced the phlogiston wings, they will convince themselves that the sacrifice of a few Kukasaurs is a small price to pay for our dominion over the sky. But this I had not anticipated.
Your plan was hardly fool.
Yet, it can still... I'm sure you have your doubts about my methods. But know that my love for humanity... You know me, Chaska. And you know that I've always treated everyone in the flower as fellow humans. Surely you can understand my perspective.
Ulpa, Natlan doesn't belong to humans alone. How many times has the Abyss invaded Natlan now? And yet despite how much stronger it is than us, peace imposed by force will crumble in a matter of days. Because social bonds are what hold... And yet you would break the bond we share with our Saurian companions to take more power for ourselves? That's as stupid as...
They are wild beasts, driven purely by instinct.
Ugh, how did someone like her ever become a writer?
Ha! You overestimate them. They bow to the strong and shun the weak. That's all there is to it. It's all about survival of the fittest for them. Plain and simple. They obeyed me once I proved myself stronger than them. But the moment it serves them better, they'll obey.
You're wrong, Ulpa. They only reject the wingless because they don't want to fly anyone to their death.
Chaska, I will promise you this. Only the unruliest wild Kukasaurs will be used for...
Well, that's too bad. Because I know a few unruly wild Kukasaurs who don't think that idea is gonna fly. And the others? To us, they're friends, family, even children. So if you want to put in...
Is that right? I knew you...
Ulpa!
Careful! Don't make any rash decisions. Unless you want to see her suffer.
Oh no, that's one of the extract...
I told my subordinates to take control of the tribe while I was away. Luckily for them.
Take control? What are you planning to do?
Merely accelerate their inevitable downfall. They cannot stand in the way of progress forever. It is not... And since you insist on imposing me too, I have...
So that's what you meant by I just want to talk. You never...
No, Chaska. You are the strongest warriors we have. Put down your weapons, and I just need you to stay here for the next couple of weeks or so, while my people consolidate their power. Then, I will give her back to you, and you'll be... As long as the majority supports our vision. Even the Pyro Archon cannot meddle in our internal affairs.
Your vision is deranged, and the flower...
You sure about that?
What do we do? Even if the whole tribe fights...
Stop delaying the inevitable! Drop your weapon!
She's still holding Chime hostage.
Koya?
Huh? What are you yapping about? Stand down.
No! The
Gather!
Open fire! Give up, Alpha. We're negotiating my way now, and this ain't your strong suit.
Just shut up!
Hey, something's up with this relic!
I got it. Cool it down a notch.
No! What is she doing? She'll bring us all down with her!
But why? We stabilized the relic!
Maybe it got damaged in the fight. We don't think of something.
No. They're directly beneath us. My beloved tribe!
Okay. It's too powerful. This ain't a toy like... But we need to get it far away before it explodes. Koya, remember when we were kids? Come on. Don't worry. I know I can get rid of it before it explodes. All I need is for you to catch me at the end. I can't hold...
Don't be insane!
Alpha! What are you...
You're a fool, Chaska! We cannot entrust the safety of our tribe.
I'm the fool. You really think you can...
Sure, it may be asking too much for an ex-wingless to escape, but I can fly it a safe distance away. Here, this should be high enough to save the clan. What?
You don't get to die a hero today. Koya, are you hurt? What do you mean, I'm fine? Didn't I tell you to catch me on your back? Accident? Yeah, right.
Chaska! Koya!
How are things looking here? I think that's putting it... I owe you one. Oh, but be honest. Do you still...
Mom, I'll figure out the You don't need... I just need some more time. That's all.
The Flower Feather Clan yield to the strong. And it's up to the winners to so it looks like... it's...
Koya! So, you're absolutely sure it's not because of the explosion?
Yes, for the 10,000th time, I'm sure. The blast barely the moment she finally relaxed, all the built-up stress. Anyway, Now you know how we feel when you go off risking life and limb. Your mother and I would both appreciate it if you lived less dangerously. You know she wrote to me from the Masters of the Night Wind, just to scold me for not... If she wasn't so busy with work, you can bet she'd come back here and
I'll find an opportunity to apologize to her.
You'd better. No more avoiding us, okay? And don't get...
Got it. You're awake. I'll go let everyone know.
Hey, but we're not done talk. What are we gonna do with her, She keeps saying, I don't think Koya has forgiven me yet. But if you ask me, for all her confidence, she's a very sensitive soul underneath. You'd think as a peacemaker, she must have been a handful growing up. And of course, thank you for keeping...
Koya, Uncle Cusco, we're here!
Ha! I was just telling her that she's not to go chasing danger.
Cusco, I understand how you must feel. But it's all thanks to Koya and...
Oh, Paimon almost forgot to ask.
Thankfully, when her co-conspirators tried to arrest me, I was out coaching Koya and Ju. The two of them were a huge help. They took care of things while I went around rallying the resistance. So, in the end, Alpa's would-be revolt, and as it turns out, not all of the wingless want to see our dear Saurian friends replaced with... I'm so sorry you got mixed up in this, by the way. We should have caught on to Alpa's scheme sooner. Most of the airborne workshop has now been dismantled. We've just left one small, harmless part intact, and repurposed it as a jail for Alpa and her cronies.
Let's see how they like being locked up in a sky prison.
So, it looks like there's just one last conflict left to resolve. Peacemaker, you're...
I said I had to wait until things had blown over, didn't I? Koya, I just want to say... Huh? Does this...
There's that family likeness coming through again.
But that day... Huh? So then, when did you find...
Points for agility.
Add Astro. Thank you for. All is accounted for. Chivalry will...
This road. If you ever...
Ad Ast...
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle. Not bad, not bad. Guess I should
Stabilize.
take you more seriously.
Transfixed! No, my sword!
So you wouldn't.
Solidify! Solidify! Solidify!
Laid bare. No, my sword! Rain outlines your fate. Wheel of
Stabilize!
go. No, my sword!
Afraid? Or do you not even have the courage to be afraid?
Is it my turn now? With these rising flames! Now that's more like it. With the fall of darkness, destruction shall rise.
Silence! Solidify!
Have a taste of purgatory. With these rising flames!
Gather!
Is it my turn now? Guys.
Stabilize! The tide's beckoned. Settle down!
My blade is all that remains.
Bow your head. Gather!
Yoo-hoo! Wheel of life.
Sundown is only the beginning.
Silence!
May I present?
Solidified. Settle down. Be sanctified.
Shower me with good. Wheel of life.
Bow your head. Gather! Silence! The tides beckon.
Yoo-hoo!
Bow your head.
Life goes on. Oh, real?
Add Ash. Add app. Thank you for.
Let's fly.
अभिषेक भैया हेलो अभिषेक भैया हेलो 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 अभिषेक भैया हेलो अभिषेक भैया हेलो आवाज आ रही?
हाँ हाँ बोलो बोलो।
मैं बोल रहा हूँ आज कल परसों कमीशन कर सकते हो क्या आप?
किसके?
आज कल और परसों की मेरे।
वो तुम बोल रहे थे ना कि कोई कर रहा है तुम्हारा।
वो 7 तारीख से करेंगे सैटरडे से, उनके जब पेपर खत्म होंगे फिर ब्लू। आ रहा हूँ अभी, इसीलिए बोल रहा। मैं बाहर आया हूँ। बताओ कर सकते क्या? चलो ठीक, मैं आता बाद में।
ठीक है।
हाँ।
Open fire! That was quick! Bullseye!
That's all I've got.
I got it! Locked on! Locked on! Open fire! Open fire! Locked on! Open fire! Open fire! Teamwork is dreamwork!
You're toast! Boba, get them! Lightning, terrified! Did what? Yeah. Nada kundala.
Everybody stand back!
Nice and spicy.
Out of my way!
This way.
Rain outlines your fate.
Go! You're free now!
Let me weave you a verse.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Swirl, Mark 2. Stay clear.
Know my sword.
You're free. Tell me what you see.
Reveal her.
Ring cutter.
Absorption test. Animal hypostasis emulate.
Not too far now. Go! You're free now! As you wish, main Fräulein.
Animal
Animal test 6308.
Rain, outline to
Absorption test.
to ashes.
Enhanced animal model 70.
Let me read you a verse.
Animal test 6308. Wings of darkness. Come, sever. Stand clear.
Power that ended Python.
Animal hypostasis emulation.
Ring cutter.
By royal decree.
This route. If you ever...
धन्यवाद।